Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, we are nearly there. So nearly there. There's only a couple of days now before you know who comes down to you know what and puts you know what's into you know where's. I mean, like Father Christmas come down the chimney, presents into your stockings. I think you figured that one out. Anyway, it's very exciting. Of course, immediately after that, we have the Map of the Year series. So if you aren't already subscribed and hitting the notification bell, do that. You don't want to miss the creme de la creme of 2021. And trust me, there has been some exceptional maps this year. This map, well, this could be one of them. It's actually got a real charm to it. And it's a creator that I felt that probably in the last map that I actually get to choose, because tomorrow's down to the BonBon Buddies, the last map that I actually get to choose of the year, as they've released a brand new one, I figured it seems like a pretty good map to review. The creator, whose name you'll recognise through being constantly mentioned from being a map suggester rather than a map maker, although we have done them once in the past, episode 1373, where they got 12 stars, which is a pretty good start. Now, a pretty good start to this show would be, as it's nearly Christmas, a snowfall map. So let's do one of those snowfall flyovers. This one, I figured, let's have a look at a real life location, and there was a pretty decent snowfall real life location map. Now, I know snowfall maps aren't everybody's tastes, but if you want to do a snowfall location and have a real life location that looks pretty playable, again, we haven't gone down and had a look at all the glitches, and there will be glitches because real life maps tend to have glitches. But this one looks very playable to me, and I would be quite excited to have a go at it myself. Hakodate, Japan Snow, or Japan Snow by Moch. It seems like a pretty interesting location. And of course, as somebody who's made a map of Date in Japan, which I don't know how close that is to Hakodate, well, it's like a feel. I get a feeling for these Japanese maps. This one looks very playable. And so have a look at that one. Link is in the description, as always, to all of the maps and assets in the show. Hakodate, Japan. Snow by Moch. Today's penultimate snowfall map. Now, before we go any further, we've got... That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. And today's map is Lake's Entrance by the retired Mandalorian. Seems like a weird name for a map, but there is a very valid reason for it. Very valid reason. There's your start square. I had the wrong theme up on this one. Ignore the theme. We'll get a proper look at this in a minute, but it still looks good as a start square. There's your terrain heights. Terrain heights, pretty bad. Not the world's biggest playable area, but certainly big enough for a good city build, I feel. The resources are good and strong. No complaints from me about those at all. And if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it's anchovies and salmon, and it feels quite nice. I'm going to say it feels quite nice. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, you will need a few bits today. Natural disasters, mass transit, park life, Sunset Harbour, and industries are all DLCs, which Mandalorian tells us are required. I can't confirm all of them, but definitely some of them, so I'll believe him. I'll believe you. Okay, now there's a one-click collection. Shout out to the BonBonB Discord channel. Disco, yay! Now, it's a very brave map because we've got the movable bridge mod, I know, and a whole bunch of trees and Theme Mixer 2. Theme Mixer 2 is listed here. The one thing that isn't listed amongst, and it's a moderately decent length of items, but it is a moderately decently worked map, I'm going to say. Some interesting feature areas as well, which adds to the depth of the map. But when we get down to the theme mixer, you'll see Theme Mixer 2, and there's a Lake's Entrance theme mix, but all the individual items of the down to ground level, and we've got toll bridges pretty much everywhere entering the map, so you're going to be making money from the off, which is nice. But yes, the actual themes that you need are in the actual theme mix, and of course that's not part of the one-click collection. So if you just go and hit that one-click collection, load up the map, you're going to end up with a very vanilla-y feeling map. And I don't know, I don't know. I feel that the themes and the LUT, or we're using the photorealistic LUT final from Reaper, they need to be listed in that one-click collection. So it's just an easy one-off click. Of course, then any mods need to be activated as well. Anyway, heading up now. And now the route we're taking today, there are, I think there's 2, maybe 3 entrances on each side of the map. Definitely at least 2. And I've decided to take the most interesting route, as I feel, from each side of the map. This one's interesting because it actually goes up and over the mountains in actually what is a sort of a believable pass. I'm going to say I didn't think that this was going to work for me. And that just felt like a fairly natural drive. Let me show you. It felt like a fairly natural drive over the hills. And so, yeah, credit there, I feel. And then downwards. So yes, it's an interesting shape map. I feel we've got open ocean on the left. Is it the left or the right? I can't remember which side. And then we have the lakes on the other side of the map, and a very narrow pass with the movable bridge. Yes, we're going to see it's a what map first. Never had the movable bridge, and actually I've never actually physically looked at the movable bridge other than in videos from other people. So it's a bit of a blessing for me as well. Thank you very much for that, Mandalorian. Very brave putting it in though. Very, very brave, because it does have some issues in terms of gameplay ability, but it has magic, and they kind of balance themselves out a little bit. But those of you who are more worried about the gameplay issues, well, you're going to pick up on it. There's your start square right there. And here's that movable bridge. We're actually going to fly right over it and have a look at it a little bit later on. Trust me, that is where, oh no, we've got the human centipede in ship form. Ouch. And that I feel is going to happen a lot. It's a great mod. Boformer and Epic Lurker, who made the bridge itself that we're using today. Oh, seems to be a crash here. We've got flames around the corner as well. What is going on that roundabout? Lots of activity. I feel that the lane merging there could be bowed the other way, but it's not a huge problem for me. And I can't see everybody's favourite factory. I can see that, by the way. I can't see how that it would affect traffic in any way, but I think aesthetically, the roads bending inwards rather than outwards at the split would be a bit more natural to me. To me. Only Brits will get that one. Okay, now heading down here. Now, I don't mind the elevated bit of road here. That makes sense. But the elevated road ahead, I don't know about that. I just, it doesn't feel right. But we're going to take the coast road. We'll have a look at that road in a short while, and just see whether or not, because that's the first glance of that one, it just didn't feel right. But these coastal roads, absolutely, I don't see how this doesn't feel realistic at all. Got a little path down to the beach there, and there's plenty of detail areas on feature areas on this map, including a few feature beaches. We'll have a look at one of them, which will have a couple of talking points, always trying to find the positive and the negatives, or if you say negative's not the right word, but the talking points where people can disagree with me, and I like that. I don't mind people in the comments going, no, BonBon, you're completely off the mark with that one. And it's great because it means I learn something. Because sometimes I agree with you that I was wrong. And then it modifies my behaviour. And that's cool. Moving past one of those feature beaches. We're going past that one as well. Because we're just concentrating on the networks at the moment. Networks first, feature areas second, okay? That's how we run the show. It just means we can get to fly over most of the map and enjoy. Anyway, edge of the map there. Let's have a look at the rail coming back the other way. The rail's pretty smooth as well. The any gradients seem well within any sort of levels. There's that road again. It looks weird. It looks weird from over here, and it looks weird from down the bottom. We're going to have to do a fly down that one in the second half of the show. Just see whether there was a more appropriate route that it might have taken that just didn't look... Because the rest of the map feels great. The map has charm. I've said that twice now, and I do feel it has. And it's... while it doesn't have the world's largest playable area, then it becomes a map for those of you that want to design a tight little city, maybe something just a little bit more European, possibly going down that kind of way. There are so many options with maps that just restrict the way that you build your city, and I enjoy them. Anyway, heading through. This is going to take us down to Start Square. It's not going to go right the way across the map, which is okay. It's okay. I mean, we're getting rail into and out of the Start Square. That's all we really need. Past a lake. Oh, there's a lake there. Lake's in the title, but that is not the it's the movable bridge is the entrance, isn't it? It's got to be. Has to be. Anyway, so heading down here, we'll do one more of those intermissions. I think as we're coming up to the Map of the Year show, we need to remind ourselves of what 5-star maps look like. So we'll do that 5-star intermission, and we'll do one more of the Christmas intermissions tomorrow, because I know how much you enjoy singing along with John and Katie. I know I do. But I do mute the microphone first. Poor you. Intermission time.
Very few maps achieve the coveted all-star status. 5 stars for aesthetic, detail, and gameplay potential. To see them all in the all-star playlist, click the button now.
Oh, the very best of the very best of the very best. And shipping routes. Shipping triangle there, that'll work fine. A tiny little ship there, don't know what that one's doing. I don't know why it's white either. I forgot to look into that one. Anyway, and then this takes us down and around and through to the... Look at this. Look at this. Now, would you like to see that in full operation? Oh, nearly clipped it. Would you like to see that in full operation? I bet you would. No, well, we just haven't got time. I'm sorry, we have... Okay, stop nagging me. So anyway, yes, Boformer, a couple of mods required for this one. The movable bridge mod, I think it's called, and the custom animation loader. And then you get the beautiful custom animation. As a mod, is a little bit glitchy. You're still getting traffic occasionally flying through, and we saw a little bit there, but I've been seeing a lot worse in the recording of the show than that. But I just an Epic Lurkers bridge as well. Just look at the animation on this one, the way that it all slides together. I mean, it's amazing. We always thought that this was one of those things that was totally impossible, and obviously it's built on the railway level crossing mechanic, I feel, to a degree, because of just being able to get. And of course, it'd be better if the ships would continue. You know, the bridge could open, the ship didn't have to stop. I feel would be a bonus. But hey, these are it's something that's impossible. And it works. So all credit to Boformer and Epic Lurker for all of their work there. Amazing. And so brave of Mandalorian to put it in. Because you may have noticed there, traffic sits for so long that you are going to get some traffic despawning. And you're going to get long queues of traffic waiting for the bridge to open. And then you'll get queues of ships, which will then do that human centipede thing. Or shippy centipede thing. On top of each other, so there's all sorts of minor grumbly things to talk about. We already have pipes down in place, and it's just kind of like a cluster. That's the word of pipes. I've seen better designed pipes, but look, we've got full coverage. Let's not grumble about that. We've got full coverage, and what with Sunset Harbour and plopped sewage treatment, all that already in place. You're in a pretty good start location to get building your city, which is nice. Okay, let's have a look at this road, because it's something about it. Let's start at the top, see whether there's a more believable route down. Let's come down here. So you could have curved around this way and then followed. How would you come down here? Hang on. Maybe down this route here, yeah, and then loop. Yeah, I think maybe a bit of a bendy route coming down this kind of way and then looping back round this way, then joining up with the rail, and actually that then comes down to the roundabout. Yeah, that kind of works. So I think it could have been a little bit better. It just feels like a bodge job, you know, compared to the rest of the map. Anyway. Right, okay. Somebody's been watching my wish lists for Cities Skylines 2, haven't you? Or what the next DLC could be. Yep. Radio transmitters. We've got some great detail areas on this one. This one, just a little wharf coming out there. Looks good to me. Happy with that. This is interesting as well. I don't know if it really fits with the rest of the map, but we are the Essential Lighthouse. Isn't she lovely? The tree. Don't you damage that lighthouse. And then we've got plenty of rocking and holings today. If you've got that on your BonBonBingo card, link of course in the description to BonBonBingo. And yeah, we've got plenty of rocking and holings today. But the whole is there. I don't know if it fits with the rest of the map, but I like it individually as a little feature area. You can see how it's sort of like how the coast follows and how it used to be part of the mountains and hills there. Got some really nice beachy areas on the map. Most of them I like. There's one that just doesn't quite feel right, but most of them I'm good with, and so we'll focus on those. There's a rather steep slopey hill going on here. It's not the steepest thing on the map, but it is pretty steep. Coming down, and that heads down the hill here. You have to slam the brakes on at the bottom to have access to the public beach, which is here. And then we got a little glitch. I don't know what this is. I'm not blaming Mandalorian for it, but apparently a mod is not working. I don't know what mod it is, but a mod is not working. If somebody can let me know in the comments. And also, can somebody tidy up around here? It's a bit of a mess. A little bit of a mess. I can smell the urine from here, and we've got the showers. Close your eyes. Bonbon's going naked. Woohoo. And, oh, hello, somebody's coming to the beach. Are you coming to the beach? Is it the smell? The smell of the toilets is turning you away. That you bet. Don't you go. Oi, perfectly nice beach. Oi, come back. I don't believe that. Oi, you snob. You beach snob. Well, okay. Let's have a look at the beach. Beach is nicely done. Beach is very nicely done. I would sit on that beach. Got to have good brakes on your car though. Yeah, it is kind of like a roller coaster road coming down here. I think it's a little steeper than I would have personally have gone for, but say not the steepest thing we'll see in today's show. Another essential lighthouse, isn't she lovely? And then we have this elevated path that doesn't quite feel right either. It doesn't seem supported in the right ways. I would have gone for a directly straight line from there to there. Or had a pillar under the like extremity here, just to give it a bit more support at that location. I think those are one of the routes. Also, elevated to the ground level, it looks a bit glitchy here, so maybe you could soften that out a little bit, maybe, or just have it at ground level, maybe. And then we have these two boats here. There's no way they're gonna get up onto that pier. There's an oopsie going on there. And then we've got a footpath that takes a glorious route. I'm liking this one. Now, there are some areas where we have trees on the path, but it does feel like it would be, in some places, an overgrown area anyway. So I think I'm going to give benefit of the doubt to some of these ones, although some of them are a bit larger than, like the small ones maybe, but the big ones, would they? Maybe. Anyway, we've got a little former industrial area with everybody's favourite factory again. And some planes and some... I don't know what used to go on down here. But something definitely did used to go on right there. And I love little feature areas that just get you thinking, well, what would that have been? And I'll let you come up with your own stories. That's what the comments are for. Come up with your own stories. Follow the path. We've got to go left. Yeah, this goes to the edge of the map. Now we're going to have an interesting little footpath that takes us down to another little beachy area. This is now climbing up the hill here, and then a very sharp footpath right there. I mean, that is insanely sharp. Look at how steep this is. You need grappling hooks for parts of that. Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. Not exactly wheelchair friendly, is it? But then mountains aren't. I think when God designed mountains, he should have made them like wheelchair friendly. Just something for you, deity, if you're watching. Let me know in the comments if you're watching. And then, oh, please don't. That scared the heck out of me. And then we come down here. We have got a little old Cessna or floating plane, even, and some cars. How did the cars get there? I don't know. Now, garbage area. Now, that reminded me that I completely forgotten, wait for it, to remove the marbles from the advanced vehicle options. So yes, yeah, if you see any marbles rolling about, that would be my bad, not the Mandalorian's fault. But yeah, we got waste services in place already. And then down here we have a little holiday area. Holiday park. It's a camp park, British style camp park for that matter, with little cabins and camping areas and play areas and stuff. It feels very nice. There are plenty of places like this dotted around on the UK. Not that I've ever been. No, I'm too busy recording stuff for you guys. And then back to the start square, and we'll have one of these things. And when I say these things, I mean it's the asset of the day. Intercons office by Modocero. Would that be right? Modocero? Something. Anyway, a great looking asset. First time on the chart for Modocero last week, and I figured, hey look, let's give them a little bit of a feature. Factoids. Because factoids. Remember that snowfall map? Hakodate? Yep. Well, Hakodate was Japan's first city whose port was open to foreign trade in 1854 as a result of the Convention of Kanagawa, and used to be the most important port in northern Japan. Also, the city had been the biggest city in Hokkaido before the Great Hakodate Fire of 1934. Didn't know anything about I literally know nothing about the Great Hakodate Fire of 1934. Sounds horrific if it stops the city being the largest city. Intercons office by Modocero? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. Thank you very much. Great asset. Keep them coming. Great work. I don't know if you noticed the false windows there while I was doing the flyover. Love the false windows. Right, let me roll the camera down. And this is going to be one of your last chances. So please, we've got to get the bridges, haven't we? We've got to get the bridge in place. Right, so we have the Map of the Year series, which is my choice of the best maps of the year. But remember, you guys get to vote on the map every single day for the best map of the month. And not enough of you do it. And not enough, considering this show is going to get hundreds of views. Small percentage, so make sure that you take advantage today. That's right. Link is in the description. Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit that I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or that link in the description. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, I love the design and I love how it looks. And I had this marked up at just under middle 4, actually, just under middle 4. But all the that one-click collection not containing all of the themes and the LUT means that you hit the one-click collection, you load the map up. It's got, unless you've got all the, and I fortunately had all of the themes. I'm looking at some of them are a little bit uncommon, like the Canadian summer theme. There's going to be themes missing for most people, I feel. So I'm going to go for a high 3. Sorry. Detailing, plenty of really interesting feature areas. 1 or 2 talking points like that elevated road that I just don't buy into. But I still think it's a 4-star map, so I'm going to go with 4 stars. Gameplay looks pretty playable to me. 1 or 2 distractions for me. So I'm going to go low 4 again. Looks playable. Lake's entrance by the retired Mandalorian. This is the lake's entrance. And this is BonBon's exit. Down this road that we've been down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. One of those roads in Duvo. And I want to go back to Duvo. I'll miss it. But the series is closed. Anyway, if you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite, use the word of the day in the comments, score yourselves some population points just for fun, and I'll be back tomorrow with the final What map of 2021. Be there, or be somewhere else. I know where I'd be. Down the pub.